Coming in at my number 7 spot, we have Cutting Edge. This was actually the second Warbond that was ever added to Helldivers, and it's pretty solid. This one is an energy weapon one. We have a booster of Localized Confusion, which is kind of an okay booster. It's not really that crazy. The bonuses that it does give are pretty minor, even though it sounds like it could give you a lot, but actually making use of it is really difficult. The Electricity Armor is also in this one, which gives you 95% arc resistance. Kind of cool if you're running a full electricity build or you really like taking the Tesla Tower, but that's about it because most enemies can't use electricity. The only one that's really a danger is like the Harvester that the squids have. All the other electricity, and I guess the squids' arc towers themselves do. So like those are kind of scary, but against everything else, like the arc damage doesn't really do all that much, and it's not really one of my favorite armors. They do look kind of cool though. Then in page 1 we also have the Sickle. This one's solid. Sickle has always been a good assault rifle, pretty much, where this one has kind of low damage, but a good rate of fire, and basically has infinite ammo. It also takes a really long time for this to overheat, and it has almost like no recoil. You can just hold this on target. So this one is really good. Sadly, it didn't get a whole lot of changes with like the weapon upgrade system. Maybe we'll get more in the future, but right now it's just sights. Even so, Sickle is still a very solid assault rifle. Page 2, we have the Flashbangs. Flashbangs are really solid. Flashbangs are super nice. You get quite a few of these. You can throw them out. They don't do any damage to you or to teammates, but they do stun enemies, which is fantastic. It makes it really easy to take out certain enemies, and it makes it so certain enemy types are less dangerous, like Hulks and Chargers in particular. I find really good for throwing Flashbangs at. Can also be really good for the flesh mobs that the squids have. Anything big like that that you can just stun and then get away from. Like the flashbangs are really nice. You don't have to worry about throwing these too close to teammates either. And then we have the Plasma Punisher also in page 2. Basically like the Punisher, but if it was a plasma grenade launcher sort of weapon. This one does do pretty good damage, has medium armor pen, has explosive damage on it. I find it really good against bots. It can be pretty good against squids and bugs though too. Like it's solid, it's gonna take time to get used to because it is kind of a weird weapon. It also doesn't reload one round at a time, it reloads the entire magazine. So be careful with that if you're used to using like the Punisher and just topping it off whenever. You don't really want to do it with this one. Page 3 has the Blitzer, a lot of people's favorite weapon. I find it kind of awkward. I'm not a huge fan of the Blitzer myself, but it can be pretty good. The upgrades that it gets are bad because it's only sights, and I don't know of anybody that's really using the sights on the Blitzer. Like, who cares what sights it has? It's a close range weapon that throws out lightning, that can bounce to multiple enemies, does have medium armor pen on it, does have high stunning ability. It's basically like a pump action sort of electric shotgun. Doesn't really work like a shotgun, it just throws out electricity to enemies. Does have infinite ammo though, which is kind of cool, but a lot of the time I just find that I like some of the other shotguns better than like the Blitzer. I find that they kill things a bit faster. Blitzer's not bad though. And then the last weapon we have is the Las Dagger. This one is pretty much the Scythe. That's the full-sized laser weapon, but this one is just in a pistol. Pretty good.